8 major diseases using DNA sequencing of ancient human remains. Malaria, hepatitis B, plague, and tuberculosis were already present in humans more than 20,000 years ago, well before the beginning of the Neolithic Revolution. Interestingly, strong evidence suggests that humans transmitted tuberculosis to cattle rather than the other way around. Epidemics of influenza became prevalent around 3,000 years ago. Smallpox became troublesome 800 years ago, and measles about 350 years ago. HIV arrived on stage shortly after the Industrial Revolution. These and other diseases have had an enormous impact on the history of human civilization. Let me offer you a few select examples. Thucydides wrote the oldest known eyewitness account of a pandemic, describing a disease that afflicted Athens in 430 BC and ended Athenian supremacy in the ancient world. The following Roman Empire also suffered 3 major pandemics, which incrementally diminished Roman strength and control. The third, pandemic in Rome caused by bubonic plague, killed approximately 10% of the world population, weakening Rome beyond its ability to recover. In the 7th and 8th centuries, a eukaryotic microbe transferred by the tsetse fly to horses and camels appears to have stopped Islamic armies from extending into sub-Saharan Africa. 600 years later, the plague reappeared in Europe and wiped out 30 to 50% of the population, leaving a major worker shortage, which in turn ended the age of serfdom and ushered in an age of technological innovation. In the 1600s, when Britain, France, and the Netherlands arrived in the Americas, 90% of the population of indigenous people had already died because of smallpox and other Eurasian microbial diseases that had been transmitted by Spanish and Portuguese explorers. 200 years later, between 1845 and 1852, a fungus destroyed potato harvests in Ireland, resulting in the starvation of 1 million people and the migration of 2 million people. These are examples of pathogen traumas that have left lingering traces of fear in the human psyche and widespread microphobia. However, infectious diseases are no longer the leading causes of death in much of the world. Afflictions like smallpox have been eradicated by successful vaccination programs. Plague and leprosy are under control,